Hi everybody, it's Sminty with our Wednesday report for YourNews.com Detroit. Lots to report about. First, let's get back to the Drew Lane situation. Many of you have emailed me overnight and asked what happened with some of the other things that were brewing in the long period since September 2007 when Drew has been off the air. There was a serious flirtation with CBS Radio. The plan was to have him team up with one of the other voices on WXYT-FM, but that never quite came to fruition for several reasons. The other flirtation came with Clear Channel. There was a thought to put Drew on in the mornings at 106.7, which is now a country station. There might have been a format change, but basically Clear Channel is under extreme money pressures, and we're not in a position to hire somebody like Lane who draws a six-figure salary. As you know, they've been cutting staff for quite a while. Alan Allman, Chris Edmonds, various other people from the WKQI, Mojo in the Morning Show, all owned by Clear Channel, have left. It's a real austerity operation there, so Drew didn't quite fit in. So it was natural enough that he returned to WRIF despite his protestations. They didn't want to do morning radio again. It's a 2-year contract, and I think what the interesting part will be is how that kind of will be financed. The rest of the morning crew's contract expires shortly, we understand, and it wouldn't be surprising to see that some of the money that had been paid to them will end up being paid to Drew, and they'll all be getting a lot less money than they did back in September 2007 when Lane became the Howard Hughes, so to speak, of Detroit radio. When he gets back, let's hope that the production values of the show get back to where they were. Let's hope we have a nice Cliffs Notes theater. Perhaps Gran Torino would be a great inaugural effort when they get back. The drops, that's right, Mr. Lane, and various other ones, which were so much a part of the show, have sort of disappeared, and there's every indication from Drew that those will be returning when he does on July 13th. We were talking with John Gallagher yesterday. He fully believes that the show can get back to the double digits in the 25-54 age ratings that the show had for many years. The Drew and Mike audience has leavened off. It's probably only 60%, 55% of what it was at its height. Changing the listener habits of morning radio people is difficult. Many of them have gone to other shows, probably have gone to Deminsky and Doyle, who are now friendly competitors over at Greater Media-owned WCSX. Some of them have gone to Mojo in the Morning. Some have gone even to NPR, WDVD. It'll be interesting to see how these people come back into the fold if the return of Drew can do that. It'll be interesting to see what happens between Drew and Jamie Samuelson. Drew is a big sports fan, did the sports reporting before he left. That's part and parcel of what Jamie Samuelson does now. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Now, the other big news today was that Lynn Woodison, and Jim Johnson will be sitting in for Dick Purton next week on WOMC 104.3 in the mornings. Of course, Johnson and Woodison were a long-time pairing on WCSX before they were replaced by Deminsky and Doyle back in January. What does this mean? Well, it appears that WOMC is at least thinking about the eventual replacement for Purton. I believe Dick's contract expires in the early part of 2011. That's still a ways off, but it's really interesting to see that this time when Purton left on a vacation, they did not fill with the usual Purton's reruns and having the show just newscasts and weather being current. I think it's a sign that the station is looking away from Purton and looking to a more contemporary morning show with Johnson and Woodison. There's many a slip twixt the cup and the lip, though. It's possible, I suppose, that another time slot could be found for Johnson and Woodison. Perhaps maybe Purton would change time slots. There's some precedent for that. Many morning radio personalities, as they near the end of their careers, have gone afternoon slots. But all of that is speculation. It'll be interesting next week when Johnson and Woodison sit in. Hopefully they'll upgrade the music. I can't imagine them playing Last Train to Clarksville or Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. Hopefully the music will be a little bit more like what they played when they were in WCSX. busy, busy day. That's it for Sminty today. Have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow. This is Sminty for YourNews.com Detroit.